Well, welcome back to the Daybreak Kitchen at the Blennerhassett Hotel. I'm once again joined by Chef Jared Lee. Thanks for being here today.
Absolutely.
So we got a whole lot of what looks like very yummy stuff in front of us. So what are we making today?
So today we're going to do a traditional pasta carbonara.
Oh, I love pasta carbonara, so I'm so excited for this one.
Yep, absolutely. So this comes together with a lot of pantry essentials. You most likely already have these ready to go. So we'll go ahead by heating up our pan.
Okay.
So we're going to start by letting this render off. There's no other oil or butter in this dish at all, so just all that good pork fat is going to come together and bring all the flavors together.
Okay, so how long does it really take to render?
Depends on how high you got it. So if we're going to go on a medium-high heat, it could be as little as 4 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Start to hear that sizzle.
Yeah.
You go ahead and add your garlic in.
Okay.
So this is 2 ounces of garlic. This recipe is actually super easy to scale up. So whether you're just doing a pasta for 2 on a date night or whether you have a party, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the recipe that we're going to post, and then for, let's say, 4 diners, you would just double it for 8 diners, quadruple, so on and so forth.
So this makes about 2 servings then, what we have here.
Yep, today's pasta for 2.
Perfect. For someone who lives alone like me, that's just 2 dinners.
Right, exactly. I mean, if you want to go ahead and double it, I mean, it'll save great in the refrigerator.
Okay.
Yep.
Does it reheat pretty well?
It does, absolutely. Okay. Yep, you can even just use the microwave. So we see the garlic starting to become fragrant and smell good. It starts to become transparent. And we see the pork fat starting to come out in the pan. It's exactly what we're looking for. We just want a little bit of color and to get those pork juices flowing.
So you have the garlic pretty coarsely chopped.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to be able to see it and I want to be able to taste it.
But if someone has more of like the minced, like I know that's
absolutely. If you're just grabbing stuff right out of the refrigerator, your minced garlic would work just fine.
Okay.
Or in a pinch, even a little bit of garlic powder. We'd probably wait for the end for that if we were going to use garlic powder though.
Okay.
It's a little more sensitive. So while we're waiting for our pork to finish rendering down, go ahead and do our next step. Now this is where the body of the sauce is built. So we're going to take our Parmesan cheese, mix that together with our egg yolks. So like we said, we're doing the classic take on carbonara today, so that means no cream.
Okay.
Most Italian chefs would probably throw their hat at you if you tried to put cream in their carbonara. So.
Good to know. I did not know that was a discourse in the chef community.
Yep. So we'll just set that aside.
Okay.
Another important key ingredient for today is some reserved pasta water.
Okay.
So all the water you boiled your pasta in, go ahead and just take a little bit out, probably 2 cups.
Okay.
And this is actually going to be, along with the egg yolks, the body of our sauce. So it'll give it that creamy look we're looking for, that mouthfeel.
So what are I know a lot of recipes say to add pasta sauce or pasta water to make your sauce. What does that kind of do for it?
So it's actually the starch that comes out of solution from the pasta, and it helps thicken. It helps to, again, create those supple mouthfeel that you're looking for.
Okay.
But now we're really cooking here with our pancetta. And we're almost ready to start building our sauce.
Okay. It's looking good. It's smelling good.
Oh, yeah. And again, this is just a 5 or 6 ingredient simple thing. So, I mean, most of these things you probably already have in your refrigerator.
Yes.
It would take absolutely nothing to pull them together.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and go in with our pasta here.
And obviously this is pre-cooked.
Yep.
Pasta. Okay.
Yep. So that's how we're gonna get our pasta water, which is so essential in building the base of this pasta.
And does it matter what type of pasta you use?
You could use linguine. You could use spaghetti traditionally. Carbonara is carbonara alla spaghetti.
Okay.
Today we're using fettuccine.
So really it is whatever you have in your house.
And so this pasta water is going to do 2 things. It's going to start to waken up our noodles, getting them nice and hot. So you're just going to let that all come together and recuperate its heat a little bit.
Okay. So while that kind of starts, we're going to go to break quick. And we're going to come back and do the rest of our sauce while that kind of simmers.
Sounds great.
So we'll have more on Daybreak right after the break. Well, we're back in the Daybreak Kitchen. Our pasta and our pancetta is steaming. So what is our next step, Chef?
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and kill the heat.
Okay.
So we're gonna let this just rest for 30 seconds or so. Here's the important part, is we don't wanna scramble our egg yolks.
Right.
So we're just gonna kind of let the natural ambient heat of the pan come together with the egg yolks. And make sure we got plenty of our pasta water still in there. We don't want to boil too much of that away. And we're just going to gently bring everything together. So the warmth of that pan is going to help melt our cheese.
Okay.
You kind of see that things are coming together. We're going from just a bunch of egg yolks to a nice creamy sauce.
Okay. And so do you want to, like if you're cooking at home, do you want to take the pan off the heater, like off the stovetop you were using, or keep it on the stove?
You can keep it off the stovetop, or on the stovetop. I would just go ahead and kill the heat.
Okay.
Because again, if you have scrambled eggs with your noodles, not going to be the most delicious thing.
Yeah, so, I have made that mistake before making carbonara. It's not fun.
Just give it a little toss, let everybody get to know each other. Now here's probably the most important and iconic part of this dish. So we have to have fresh cracked black pepper.
Yes.
So a little bit of history. Carbonara was originally made in honor of Italian coal miners.
Oh,
so the black pepper in this dish actually represents the coal.
Okay.
For the miners. So we definitely want to see it, and we definitely want to taste it.
So this is kind of like your basic carbonara, but you can add other stuff
to it. Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
right?
you sure could. You can customize. And again, like this is where traditional carbonara ends.
Right.
Your Italian chefs are going to say, "This is a beautiful dish. Why continue on?" But here in America, we're going to customize things the way we like.
So, yeah, we do.
So I like to add some peas in there. A little bit of fresh herb. Let those all come together. And you can serve this with grilled chicken. You can serve it with shrimp.
Okay.
Tonight, actually, we're going to be serving it with scallops.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
At the restaurant. Yep. All right. So I think we are ready to plate.
Okay. I'll grab a plate.
Wonderful.
Slide this out of the way.
Yeah, that pasta sauce or that pasta water really did its job helping us to form that sauce. Yes. You can see that ambient heat helped us melt our cheese.
It looks delicious.
There we are. Pasta carbonara.
Take my bite. See if I can not make a mess. Oh, it's so good. It's my favorite pasta dish ever. It's like staple in my apartment. So amazing, so quick, so easy. Yep. Great weeknight dinner.
Absolutely.
So you can find this recipe and all of our previous recipes on our website at WTAP.com. But Chef Jared, thank you so much for having us here today. And we will have more coming up on Daybreak right after the break.